Good morning and welcome to Coffee with the Commission. I'm Ryan Adair, the Education Director here at the Commission, and I'm joined by Anthony Griffin, who is our Licensing Director.
Good morning, happy to be here.
Today we're going to be discussing the topic of license renewal. This is an interactive conversation, so if you have comments or questions at any time, please select your virtual raise hand icon to let us know you would like to speak. And then when you do, please remember to unmute your mic so we can hear you. Like I said, we're going to talk about license renewal. I know all of you have been counting the days. You have the license renewal on your calendar, circled, excited when it arrives, right? Well, the time is near, but it's not quite here yet. But we still want to kind of prepare you for what to expect with license renewal and answer any questions that you may have. Anthony, what can you share with everybody regarding license renewal?
Well, you're right. We are getting a little bit of a buzz about license renewal. We're having some licensees already calling in wanting to pay the renewal fee. But the biggest thing we promote is that August 31st deadline. That happens every even year. So this year it'll be August 31st of 2024. So we definitely want as many people as possible to renew timely to avoid the $150 late fee. So that's our biggest promotion in licensing. We do anticipate the renewals will start around mid-June. So again, it's not ready quite yet, but we'll send out information on our social media platforms as well as send out emails when it's time to renew. So look for that information around the first part of June so you'll know when to go online and renew. We also send out, put out information on our social media platforms and send out email reminders during the renewal process, to kind of keep it in front of your face and make sure you're aware of the deadlines and share any information pertinent to renewal. So look for that as well. About the latter part of July, we'll also mail out renewal cards. So if you don't renew online or send us your renewal fee prior to late July, probably the third or fourth week in July, we'll send you a renewal card. It'll be like another reminder. And those cards, if you're active, it'll go to your company address. If you're inactive, it'll go to your home address. So those cards have good information on them. It'll direct you to go to the website to renew online. If you do want to mail your renewal fee in or drop it by the office, make sure you include that card with your payment to make sure you get proper credit applied towards your renewal. So just be on the lookout for that. This will be a good time to go to the website and get back familiar with it. Try logging on to online services between now and June to make sure you know how to log on. If you don't know your username and password, you can reset that, and you can always call us for assistance. So we do recommend that you, go ahead and log on and verify your contact information so you get our reminders. So do we have any questions so far about anything dealing with renewal?
No question. What about renewal fees, Anthony? What can they expect?
Good question. Again, as long as you renew timely, the fee for a salesperson renewal is $185. The fee for a broker, associate broker, qualifying broker is $205, and the fee to renew a company or a branch office is $170. And if you're a multiple broker, I throw this out there. There are a lot of multiple brokers out there. If you renew the first license, it's $205, but if you renew an additional license, it's only $190.
Okay. Any other information that you want to share for licensees to be aware of for license renewal?
The only thing I will share is that the August 31st deadline will fall on a Saturday. So we encourage you, and Ryan will probably tell you he's going to encourage you to do it way before August. But if you do, make sure you renew during a weekday. That way, if you run into an issue or a problem, it'll be somebody, a staff member that can assist you. But if you do find yourself up to the deadline, you can get it postmarked. As long as it's postmarked timely, it'll be considered timely when we receive it and apply it.
Okay. So basically what you're looking at as far as the time frame for license renewal is the online renewal will begin June the 15th. That's when you can log into our online services, access the renewal link. You may log in now and see license renewal under your available services, but it's an inactive link. So it won't be activated until June the 15th, and that's when you can access it to renew your license. And like Anthony said, make sure you do it pretty quickly. Don't wait until the last minute, because something may go wrong if you wait until the end of August to renew, and it could work against you. So we encourage you to renew early when that is available. Let me share some information about the education part of license renewal. If you have an active license, then you do have to take 15 hours of continuing education, or CE as everybody calls it. But let's say this is your first license renewal. So somebody who's newly licensed since the last renewal 2 years ago, and they're wanting to renew now. If that's where you are, then you don't have to take CE, because you remember completing that 30-hour post-license course. That course by itself satisfies the CE requirement for the first license renewal. So if you're in that situation, all you need to do is renew your license and not worry about CE for this first renewal. Now, if you're a salesperson and you have renewed before, this is not your first one, this may be your second or your third or your 25th renewal. You may have been in real estate for a long time. You do have to complete 15 hours of CE in order to renew on active status. And that's going to include, depending on what license you hold, everybody has to take the mandatory risk management course. I'm sure you've heard of that. It's called, the official title is Risk Management Initial Contact to Accepted Offer. Everybody has to take that course. So if you're a salesperson, you take that mandatory 3-hour course and then 12 hours of elective CE to get your total of 15. But let's say you have a broker license. You may be an associate broker or a qualifying broker. There are actually 2 mandatory courses for those licenses. The risk management course that all licensees have to take, but associate brokers and qualifying brokers also have to take what we call the mandatory broker CE course. That's another mandatory course, 3 hours. So if you have a broker license, you take the 3-hour risk management course, the 3-hour mandatory broker CE course, and then the remaining 9 hours can be elective courses to satisfy that requirement. And then let's say that you're someone who, since the last renewal, you took the broker pre-license course to get a broker license. If you did that, that's similar to the post-license course. That one course by itself will satisfy the CE requirement for that licensee altogether. Any questions regarding these different scenarios and the CE requirements in general? Okay, no questions. Now let's talk about checking your CE. I mean, that's important. There are a lot of licensees who will start taking CE, but you also need to check the CE that you take. You can always do that. You can log in on our website. If you haven't done that, if you're kind of questioning how do I access that information, you'll see where you can access online services on the home page of our website. It's right there in front of everybody. When you click that, it's going to bring up a screen where you can put in your email address, and it has to be the email address that we have on record. Sometimes a licensee may change an email address, try to log in using that one, and can't because it hasn't been updated in our system. So it has to be the email address we have on record, and then whatever password you created, that allows you to log in to online services. And then when you do, you'll see a list of what we call available services. There's a lot of different links there that a licensee can access. And one of those is entitled Education History, or CE Credit. So any licensee can log in, access that link, and see where you stand with your CE credit. What courses have you taken that have been sent here to the commission and we have on record? And it's also going to show you what you're lacking, what else has to be taken to satisfy that CE requirement. So please never assume that you have your 15 hours of CE because you took the courses. Always log in and check CE. If you take a CE course, it might be good to wait 2 weeks after you finish that course and then log in. Give the school time to submit that course credit to us electronically. Sometimes that may take a while if it was a very large class, CE class. So maybe wait 2 weeks after you finish the CE course and then log in and just confirm that CE course credit has been submitted and you know what's there. If you're a qualifying broker, not only can you log in to check your own CE credit, but you can actually access the CE credit for anyone licensed with your company. So you can log in as a qualifying broker and you can see your information. You can see the list of licensees with your company. And actually looking at that, you can see that whether they've met the CE requirement for the next renewal or not. And then you can actually click that license number of that individual and see the courses that he or she has taken. So you as a qualifying broker can see that and keep track of all of your people. And we strongly encourage you to do that. because you are the responsible person for everyone licensed with that company. So if you're a qualifying broker, it's very good to have the habit of, especially in the summer months, of logging in and checking the CE credit of all licensees with that company. If you see someone who hasn't renewed yet, say, hey, time to renew. Please go ahead and renew and don't wait until the end. Or if someone's lacking CE credit or hasn't even started taking CE courses for the renewal, say, please go ahead and get this done. The best thing for you to do is to tell your people, you know what, the deadline is the end of August, but don't wait until August to do that. Go ahead and make a plan to renew the license and complete your CE in July. Get it out of the way. Check it off your list. It's done for the next 2 years. So if you're a qualifying broker, take advantage of this. If you're not a qualifying broker, please share this information with your qualifying broker after we end today. Anything you want to add to that, Anthony?
Well, just to feed off that, make sure you share all of this information as much as possible with the licensing community. We know, unfortunately, everybody doesn't have a chance to log on to Coffee with the Commission. So if you'll, share as much of this information as possible to your colleagues, we would really appreciate it.
Right. Any questions regarding how to check your CE or how that works? Okay, no questions. Feel free though. I mean, you may not have a question now, but you may, after this, go try to log in and check it and have some problems. Feel free to always contact us. Call us here at the Commission, ask for somebody in education. We'll be glad to help you log in and explain what you're looking at. Now, our Communications and Public Relations Division, or we call CPR, they'll be sharing a lot of renewal information in the near future. You'll see dozens of social media posts explaining how to renew, what's the deadline for renewal, the CE requirements for renewal, the fees for renewal. All of that's going to be shared with licensees up until the deadline for license renewal. Now, not only that, we have a library of videos that you can access at any time on our YouTube channel covering various topics, and we'll continue to add videos to that. There are videos that show how to reset your password in online services if you're having trouble logging in. It's a video that explains the renewal fees. Video explains how to activate your license. Shows qualifying brokers how to monitor the renewals and the CE credit for licensees. So once again, if you have questions, feel free to call us, but also there are videos that can provide that information for you as well. In addition to these videos, we have the renewal issue of the update newsletter that will be coming out in June, and that's going to provide a lot of detailed information regarding license renewal and what you need to do. Make sure you check our social media, read your emails that we send to you, and read the renewal issue of the update newsletter, and I think that provide all the information that you need for renewal. Last call for questions. Anything that we've covered so far in these different topics that you may have a question about that we can help you with? All right, no questions makes me feel good. I think we must be doing a good job of explaining this. We've enjoyed spending time with you today. If you have any additional questions after this, then feel free to contact us. You can email us at arec@arec.alabama.gov, or you can call us at 334-242-5544. You can follow our social media platforms of X, of course, it's formerly Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at AREC Alabama Gov for any kind of update. The handle for all 4 platforms is at AREC Alabama Gov. Once again, always remember to read your emails that we send to you, check information on our website, and we'll do whatever we can to provide the information that you're looking for. Join us here. Once again, let me take one last call. Any questions regarding anything that we've shared this morning before we say goodbye and sign off? Still no questions. Great. Thank you. Thank you for joining us here today, and we want you to join us for the next Coffee with the Commission. We'll advertise that date when it's made available, and just want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.